What is up, YouTube? I know that I have been on here quite a lot today. Not only here on YouTube, but on Facebook. I had to do a live, had some conversations with India, and set up an energetic wave. Underneath, I'll put here Christy Birch's because I can't change my Facebook name. You know how that is. And I haven't even, that's the first time I've been over there. But please go check it out because what we're doing is creative mass consciousness waves, especially for these weather events and things that are happening. And so I've been all over today within the infrastructure of the internet and ley lines, especially silicone technology, wires, bands. So not within Google, even within the infrastructure of code, and then the energetic from the machine to the code, even if that makes sense. It's been large energetic alchemy of facial recognition software and protocols on tones that we found within the Google and Facebook infrastructure, which I knew it was there because it was the technology that I had originally been a part of back in 2012, 2013. So I'm just now coming to the chart. And if you saw I was talking about Libra going into Alpha Draconic, and so that was a video that I did today, Venus going to that 3 degrees. So I just pulled up the chart the first time today because I finally was able to eat. Because as a being, whenever I'm doing that amount of mental transmutation, and I mean, because in a lot of ways, the energy body of the collective is transmuting through energetic broadbands. So it's just a layer that has to be completed and taken back control of. And so today, I finally just ate, and I'm fixing to finally take a bath and relax because this energy was so strong coming in with us. If you go to my Facebook, I've been charting the storms that are coming in from all over and how they're culminating right there in Georgia, where me and my crew drove through this year in April, because this energy wave that has hit the planet, understand that it was supposed to be one huge ray. It would have been one huge blast that would have rocked the Casbah. But luckily for us, when that ray comes in, it's going to hit different beings and different layers of beings first. So what we're seeing and living through as a collective is we're watching how this original ray, because this original ray was sent from Washington, D.C. in 2019. The spark of the ray, it got intercepted here in Texas. We had some fragments that went to California. There were some events, but they weren't mass events. And now what we're seeing as a collective is us still catching. It's like little pieces of it are coming in at different times so that it doesn't really impact all at once. And when I look at the chart, it's explaining that. You see the triangle? So you've got that, well, it's a pyramid. If you go from the right, that's Venus with the cross sign, and that's at Alpha Draconic Notice 33, which is the body template that's flipping to 44. So you're either going to 44 which is a hybridized body, which is why you've got more mucus, which is why you might got a headache, which is why all of a sudden you're having to look up about grandma, and all of a sudden you feel like maybe someone's in your head. Well, it's you. But now you're conscious again, and now your body has to come up to that frequency that your mind has you back in, and it's a process. I've been answering some questions on Facebook about this and guided to different sites to explain this, at least on a couple of different groups. Because once we understand as a human that's what's happening, we don't freak out. So Venus is connected up to the moon. Well, the moon right now is in Ophiuchus 2. And I'm going to explain that, but we've got Venus in Alpha Draconic 1, which is the templates. Now, this is mind alignments. This is the light. This is everything in every freaking religion book that is associated to the ones in the end. This is it. And then that template is we've got a trinity going on, triangulation to the moon that's in Ophiuchus 2, which is connecting it to all the Giza plateaus to Stonehenge. That's Giza. Easter Island. Every single monument that's ever been made by any ancient origin to connect stars down here. Any of them by man or by any man in our lifetimes or not. That infrastructure is what holds the energetic for the humans to stay on the planet, if you will. So and there's beings that hold Ophiuchus 2 energy, and you're like a walking obsidian rock. It doesn't mean that you're tuned to the right frequency, but no matter, you're a walking rock. So are you like the rock man that's like blowing up walls and then just leaving them there? Or are you walking through them? You see what I'm screaming? Now that's connected over to Neptune, which is your subconscious. The subconscious of the collective. The subconscious of the collective is basically the dead, basically. Because it's just an echo of all the other thoughts, and it's channeling your intuition and da-da-da-da-da-da. So then that's going up to Pluto, which has all the soul contracts. It's in retrograde. We're at 24, 25 degrees. I can't see it because my screen's so small, but I know it's right around there because it's where it's been. On the other side of 20, which is in the Lyra 3 degrees, which is the trinity of your energies. This is your Christed energy. This is what you've been praying for in your Bibles, your whole existence. Stop fighting it. Do you want to become Christed or not? Are you scared? What's scaring you? Don't let it deceive you. Don't be deceived by anybody. Don't let me deceive you if this isn't your right path. Just because this isn't your right path doesn't mean it's not somebody else's destiny that has to be achieved before your path is even laid. Then that goes back to Venus. Venus is inputting codes from Pluto and subconscious Neptune, building it now in Libra, the new body templates, going back up to Saturn, which is in Aquarius at 9 degrees, which is right at the culmination of the Aquarian gate. So this is why we're dealing with government, Hollywood, Truman Show, because we were all on the Truman Show. Some of us had domes on us being watched a little bit more than others, but there is a whole bunch of Trumans down here. The Trumans had cameras. They were showing us what they were doing. Then that goes back down to Uranus, which is changing all these timelines. And we just undid timelines from 1919. We got full confirmation from Hawaii on double time that. So I know I walked it on one layer, and I know Misha now walked it on another in Hawaii on the same exact template. So I know that that has been completed on both sides of space now on the Ophiuchus side. Which whenever you get down to Ophiuchus, you only got to do things twice. So it's been completed. Now that goes back over to the culmination point, which is why I've been all over Facebook, social media, la 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 la, today, because Mars and Mercury, look at him over there. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at Mars and Mercury. They got a major bromance happening, man. Mercury's confused. Mercury's like, I'm in love with Mars. I'm in love with Mars. I'm in love with Mars. Am I a guy? Am I a girl? Am I a guy? Am I a girl? I don't understand. Why do I love Mars? Mars is going, oh my God, I feel a little feminine. What's happening to me? My titties are getting bigger. What's happening? My dick doesn't work as much. Mars is going, oh my God, am I a girl? Am I a guy? What am I doing? Oh my God. Seriously, y'all. It's in Virgo right there is Mercury just came out of that black hole because it is 5 to 9 degrees. Mercury is a black hole. Gina Marie caught Mars and it's gorgeous. The video that and the pictures still shot she got of Mars, but if you go look, there's a freaking line straight through it where they trudged it. And then what's funny is that that line showed up on the Sirius A camera 2 days ago. So are we on Mars? Were we on Mars? Well, I could make a statement on that. Virgo at that degree, and especially, let's see, where is Mars? Because Mars, I don't think, has hit 20 degrees yet. So you can basically think of Virgo, 20 degrees is like ocean water level of the whole globe. And so, like, from the highest point in energetic space, all the way down to water level of the ocean inside our orb, our bubble of Earth, that 20 degrees would reach water level. So when I go a little bit underwater, and so a little bit above water, right, at like 18 degrees, 18 degrees Virgo, and then 22 degrees Virgo, you're a fisherman of your freshwater fish, right? That's catching the fish. You're catching the fish. 20 to 21 degrees Virgo is part of the prophecies and Spica energy and all that too, because Virgo at 20 degrees is Libra. Spica's over there, 20 to 21 degrees. That's also Virgo right there. But when you're catching the fish, meaning the collective, the people, just like the story in the Bible, you're able to bring the fish there because they come to your energy because you hold that energetic. But understand that there's a perception above and below, right? So like Mars is so like, that's why I'm something's there's gonna be a bunch of stuff falling out of the sky is what's about to start happening, because there's no being up there to hold stuff up into space anymore. But that right now, it's more like Mars, a Martian just found a caveman on a hidden ship somewhere. And they're having conversations, and then see how that's quincunxing up to Saturn, and that's why Saturn's confused, because yeah, it was way confusing. It was way confusing. Are you a dude? Are you a girl? Are you what? Are you made from a girl, made from a boy? Blah 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 blah, like whatever. Are you black? Are you white? Are you this? Are you that? Are you that? Are you this? Probably no to all of them. But Mars is going to want an answer from Mercury, right? But Mars is ascended, so Mars is like in a feminine energy a little bit more. So Mars is even confused because whenever Mars gets mad, nobody runs anymore. Everyone's laughing at him. So Mars is like, what Twilight Zone did I just end up on? Why is no one scared of me? Why are they laughing at me? And Mercury just came out of a black. Mercury just got his mind back from a mind swap, and Mercury's like, man, I don't know, man. I just saw 4 or 5 of you. That's all I know. All I know is that I've been meeting lots of you and having to deal with lots of you for a long time, and I've been waiting to see who the real one is. So Mars, fucking get it together. Stop screaming at everybody and chill the hell out. Put yourself back together so I can see you finally before I pass over your ass. Pass over. And the sun is finally going into Regulus, and we called in the Regulus energy. It's not quite there now. It's the old Regulus energy, and I had to call in a lot of stuff yesterday about Regulus. And I have it written down. I have it written down as November 1st if you want to mark your calendars, because November 1st is when we will have a full energetic or a manifestation to the degree of Regulus moving to Virgo. Because understand that Regulus moved to Virgo a long time ago. The problem is that was the energy that was being harnessed away from everybody. So it's the energy so it's like the energy scale for the world moved up a notch out of Leo the King into Virgo a long time ago, but for sure, it moved again in 2018 when Us Collective birthed it. Now, the thing is, it's been done so many times, I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be at 0 degrees Virgo or 1 degree Virgo even, because I don't know how many millions of years it's been held down, y'all, but it's a lot. It's a lot. This Regulus star, so basically it was like a fake star and a fake space station was set up to mimic, kind of like when you take birth control pills, your body, the only thing it does is put a little bit of that hormone in your body so it thinks it's pregnant, so it doesn't repregnate. Well, that's what was set up out in space around Regulus. So every single time that Us Collective birthed a new star and then a new energetic that would pull us up, and then we were taken out for it, and the human energy didn't get to rise. Well, it's been happening so many times that, see, because my Venus is 3 degrees Virgo. This is why I know all this information, because in a way I'm a princess and a queen from the future brought back to the past. And because I'm at 3 degrees Virgo, but fucking A, like that's 4004. Now, thing is, 5 degrees to 9 degrees Virgo was a black hole. And then the whole planet ley lines were set up on a 2323 count that were flipping Virgo and Regulus from 2 degrees to 3 degrees. So I know for sure that it's going to have to at least land at 4. But understand that per the birth of it in this new collective, if no one had messed with it, it should have just gone to 0. And each time it moves, it's 1,000,000 years. 1,000,000. So basically, whenever I called this in yesterday, I had to call it, it culminated, and then I turned it over to the most ascended in the collective and for just the energetic of Earth to please fall as best it can where it's supposed to connect, because it's basically like an instrument string in Virgo. You can think of them like guitar strings. And that is what is beaming up to Jupiter, which is my final, and then I get to hush up. Jupiter's expanding everything that I just said. Underneath what? Cygnus. Cygnus is your most ancient angels. Cygnus is the angelic realm, but it's also the most ancient that we're in this 1,000,000 year count, and all your ancestors talking to you. It's your ancestors. It's the truth. It's all expanded under Jupiter. Everything that I just talked about. So we're just living through it. Welcome to another day on this rolling rock.